Hey guys, Supersonic123 aka John here. Welcome to episode number 15 of the AFC Wimbledon Road to Glory career mode. The first episode of season 2 in the championship, guys. So as you see, this is the championship table. Obviously, haven't played any games yet, but we're in it. We came second in the League One last year, just about guaranteeing automatic promotion on the final day. That was in the last episode. If you didn't see it, we went up alongside league champions Charlton and playoff winners Bolton. And we're joined by Bournemouth, Burnley, and Hull, who've been relegated from the Premier League. And just look at the team we got. No disrespect, but it's not really a championship quality team. Only one player in the 70s, and he's only in on loan anyway. He'll be going back in a couple of days to Brentford. I mean, we'll try and get him back, but there's no guarantee that that'll work out. It's not a very thick squad. It's very thin. Of course, back-to-back promotions, kind of, because last season in real life, Wimbledon promoted from League 2. First season in the game, promoted from League 1. So we're going to have to try and get out of the Championship, get up to the Premier League with this quite subpar team. Right now it's quite subpar. It will be better after a transfer window. Give us till the start of September and see if the team's better then. If it's not, then we might have a long season ahead of us in the Championship. We might struggle to avoid relegation. Never mind go up. But my target, if anything, is playoffs. But we'll see what the board's objective is. So we'll go over to the objectives section and see what it is we have to do this season. Okay, youth development. Sign one player in your youth academy to assign to the defender position. We can definitely do that. Sign at least 2 players younger than 20 with potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. We'll definitely end up doing that. Brand exposure. Keep a streak of at least 85% attendance in 5 consecutive home matches. Okay, I'm worried about finding out because it's the only critical one, and that's the one we majorly failed on last year. Keep salary growth under 20%. And finish with at least 850,000 profit at the end of the first transfer window. Okay. It's not as bad as last year's objectives with the funds, but I don't even know if we're going to be able to make that, to be honest. But here's the thing, right? The board said at the end of last season they were disappointed in us because we failed to reach a number of objectives. I think the only major objective we failed to meet was the financial objectives, which we massively failed on. But either way, right, it's the only critical objective. We're really strapped for cash. What do we do? I'm not getting a financial takeover. I'm not even going to even consider that. That'll make it too easy. The thing is, though, if we were to challenge for the title this year, if we were to challenge for promotion this year, I don't know how they could sack us when their objective is for us to avoid relegation and reach the round of 32 of the FA Cup. And the content, we have no objectives for that just yet. But seriously, though, we have to avoid relegation in the Championship. But if we were to challenge for promotion, they might look the other way about these financial objectives. But I'm just a bit worried, though. I'm not sure what that 850,000 profit means. So you have to sell more players than we buy. We're going to have to sell one of our higher rated players to bring in someone cheaper, or what does that even mean? I mean, I think that's what it means. We have to sell more than we buy by a margin of at least 850,000, and I can't see that happening because we need to spend. We need to spend to in order to improve the team. So a challenge awaits us. I think if we were to get promoted and into the Premier League, it would be ridiculous for us to get sacked. Like it would be unthinkable. By the way, this is our transfer budget: 880,000 for a championship team. Okay, this is going to be a tougher challenge than I thought to keep Wimbledon up here. Never mind challenge for promotion. Or it looks like we're going to have to make a lot of loan signings as opposed to cash signings. But I have put some players on the short list, and here they are. There are some players who are still on from last year, but the players I've added to it for this season are Tosin Adarabioyo. I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce that, or just come up with some nickname for him. For Manchester City, 19 years old centre-back. Philip Billing as a potential midfielder if we can't re-sign Andre Dizelle. Timothy Fosu-Mensah from Manchester United, good loan option. And as you see, he can play at CDM, centre-back, or right-back. We'll see what his... I can't even see what his wage is just yet, but we might consider loaning him in. Moses Odger from Salerno, 20 years old. I believe he's around 67 mark. But He's like a mini N'Golo Kante, and I'm not even making that up. I definitely want to sign him as a midfield partner for Andre Giselle, assuming we can get him back from Ipswich. Izzy Brown was not last year. Josh Onema, very good potential, the young Spurs attacking midfielder. Thierry Ambrose was on it last year. Tammy Abraham, in real life, is on loan for one season at Bristol City from Chelsea. In the game, he's at Bristol City permanently. So we'll try and exploit that and potentially bring him in. And he could be a lot cheaper given that he plays for Bristol City. So those are the players on the short list. How many of them will we be able to afford? I'm just going to look and see who we can potentially look to let go of if we have to finish with a big profit, basically. So guys, this is a kind of massive deal. Pre-season tournament invites, let's have a look at them. Okay, whatever one it is, we need to win it. We're going to go to this one in Belgium, the European International Cup, alongside, I don't know who that is, and Colchester United. If that's our group, we can get out of that group. I'm very confident of that. Very confident. Especially Colchester, I mean, did we even play them last year? If we did, they were one of the poor teams that we would have faced up against. I mean, I very much fancy our chances in that tournament, especially considering the improvements we made to the team. So we'll go for this one. And hopefully, fingers crossed, guys, we can go far in it. I don't know if I'm going to play any of it. I'll probably play the final if we get to that. But other than that, we're alongside Wolfsberger AC and Colchester United. So guys, a lot of players coming. Neshek Balikli is back from loan at Cork City. Seth Owens back from loan as well. George Oakley, Dan Gallagher, Alfie Egan, and yeah, I've returned to the club from loan, and we've got Andre Giselle and Rico Henry going back to their parent clubs. Okay. And immediately Andre Giselle would cost us all of our money to bring him back in. That's a shame. And Rico Henry probably even more, because he's 70. Okay. This is going to be a challenge to try and get those guys back. I'm not looking forward to this, but we'll look and see if we can transfer any players to raise some funds for ourselves. So guys, we have transferred a handful of players, and those are Oakley, Balikli, Suarez, Gallagher, Kaya, Egan, and McDonald. All quite low-rated players. I'll just take a second and see how much could we possibly raise from that. I'm looking at the players' values there, and we could raise at least a few $100,000 from all those guys if we let them all go. The highest one there is the 190,000 rated pound valued Tom Suarez, but he's surplus to requirements right now. So we'll try and let those guys go. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can raise enough to maybe make a few signings, So guys, we've already got a transfer offer for James Shea. $350,000 from Inverness Cali Thistle, okay? He's our backup goalkeeper right now. He was our first choice last season, but because Jamie Cooper, our youth goalkeeper, has overtaken him in overall, he's our backup. But I've already transfer listed our other goalkeeper, so we're going to have to reject this one. We need him as a backup. It's simple as that. I don't think McDonald played last year, but we're still going to need him just in case. We can't have less than 2 goalkeepers. So guys, I'm really not sure what to do with this pre-season tournament, whether I should play it or sim it. I'll tell you what, I'll sim this game. If I win, I'll sim the next game. If I lose, I'll play the other 2 group games to give us a chance of going through. So we'll just play it like that, I suppose. So hopefully we get the victory. I think our team will be a lot stronger than theirs, but we'll see what happens. Come on, the Dons. And we win 2-0. That's good. Lecco and Charles with the goals. So we're going to transfer for Lyle Taylor here from Bradford City, $650,000. One of our top scorers last season, I don't think we'll go in for him. I don't think we'll accept that. And Brentford are coming with 6. Okay, so there's a bit of a bidding war going on for Lyle Taylor. Do we cash in on him and maybe go in for someone like Tammy Abraham? We're going to see if any other offers come in, and if they do, we might consider cashing in on him, because again, we need to finish on a profit this season. So we might consider letting him go to cash in on him and buy someone young like Tammy Abraham, even on loan or something like that. So guys, another transfer for Lyle Taylor. Okay, I'll set up an asking price of, I don't want to ask for $1 million. How about 900,000? That's 200. That's 200 grand over. Okay, 800 then. If any team can match 800,000 for Lyle Taylor, they can have him. That'll be plenty to get a quality new striker. So we'll counter offer Portsmouth with that. 800,000 or zip, bub. Sorry. More transfer offers. Dan Gallagher, one of the players looking to get rid of. transfer from Bray Wanderers of £80,000. That's 10 grand less than his valuation, but we'll accept it anyway. He can go off to the Carlisle grounds. And again, Blackburn Rovers, we're going to give them the same asking price we gave Portsmouth, and that is £800,000. A lot of teams want Lyle Taylor. So guys, another game here, and it's against Colchester United. We'll simulate it and see if we can get another win. Colchester, inferior opposition, of course, but we'll see what happens. And we went 2-0 again. Isaac and Charles. Another goal for Charles, which I'm surprised by. That should be us pretty much safe into the next round. And Colchester had 2 men sent off. Fair enough. Okay, Portsmouth want 700,000, so or they want to offer 700,000. It's not 800, so we'll not do it. Basically, or should I have done that? Should I have? Maybe I should have. So Dan Gallagher's off to Bray for £80,000, and Blackburn have said they will match the 800,000 for Lyle Taylor. So maybe made a good idea not to accept that offer from Portsmouth with 700,000. We're getting an extra 100 grand for our striker. Another transfer offer here from Ipswich. A lot of championship teams want Lyle Taylor. 800,000 or nothing. Okay, Blackburn are willing to pay it, so should you be. Ipswich. Speaking of that Ipswich, can we have Dazelle back? So anyway, guys, we have Westerlo here in the pre-season tournament final group stage match, and we're guaranteed progression to the next round, as we already got 6 points out of a possible 6, and no other team has won any of their games so far. So we'll simulate this game against Westerlo, and hopefully we get a win. We don't. We lose 2-1. Okay, but we're still going through the semi-finals. We got ourselves £459,000 for that. That'll go a long way to help us. Another transfer for Lyle Taylor, Motherwell, 800,000 or nothing. Okay, so we're already guaranteed to get that for Blackburn. So just go with it. Neshit Balikli, Galway United want to take him for £70,000. Sorry. Yeah, we'll let him go to Galway, go to the west of Ireland, by Neshit. So guys, Ipswich are also going to match the deal for 800,000. So Lyle Taylor, does he want to go up to Lancashire, to Ewood Park, or does he want to come down to East Anglia to play with the Tractor Boys down in Ipswich? Another offer for Lyle Taylor, 3 in fact, and we're going to give them all the same answer, 800,000. We're going to say that to Barnsley, we're going to say that to Rotherham United, and we're going to say that to whoever the last team is, and that is Wolves. We're going to say that to Wolves as well. So guys, we've got a monthly scouting update for July. We'll see what good young talent we've got at our disposal. Joseph Gillespie, I'm not impressed with. Carl Walsh, no. Owen Walsh, no thank you. Jason McDonald, no. Joseph Campbell, no. Chris Kavanagh, I think we'll leave him in the scout report for now. So guys, this isn't very good. The press have come to us and said this is what they expect of our season. Relegation battle for AFC Wimbledon. Predicted finish 24th. They think we're going to finish rock bottom of the championship. Okay. Key player, Jake Reeves. I think our key player is probably Isaac. Pundits are predicting a fight for survival at the bottom of the league this year for AFC Wimbledon. The successful relegation battle is likely to require midfielders such as Jake Reeves to show their very best form from the season's kickoff. Any drop-off in work rate is likely to result in the side struggling to preserve their status, and fans will be especially keen on Jonathan Lecco to be on the score sheet on a weekly basis. Okay, well, I would say Isaac instead of Lecco, but still. At the back, meanwhile, Ola Aina can help to build a defensive fortress that will go a long way to ensuring safety. Fans love to see their youngsters coming through, and there are positive reports surrounding the potential of Afonso Mendes. Obruxo, the wizard. Yes, no sign of Isaac, probably because he's only on loan at the club, whereas Lecco and Aina came out permanently last year, and Afonso Mendes is a product of the Youth Academy. Sorry, I've got a massive cold right now. So guys, we now have our European International Cup semi-final against KV Kortrijk. We're going to sim it and see what result we get. Come on, the Dons. Let's get this money. We need some money. So, we'll see what result we get here. Let's hope that we can get a victory, go through to the final of this preseason tournament. We won 1-0. Charles scores, but Reeves is sent off. But we're through the final. So, Balikli's gone to Galway. Taylor's gone to Blackburn. Why are we only seeing 525,000 of that 800 grand? Come on, board. You're better than that. We've actually got more out of tournament prize money for winning that one game than we got out of selling Lyle Taylor. And Reed's going to be suspended for the preseason tournament final. So, guys, Tammy Abraham looks very expensive. I'm just going to come out and say that right now. Should we go for someone like Thierry Ambrose instead? Perhaps we should. Thing is, though, sorry, I've got a bad case of the sniffles right now. Well, we'll see if we can get him in on loan. I don't know. What's his salary? His salary is 26 grand a week. Okay, I think we'll say no to that. This Thierry Ambrose fellow, what sort of... Oh, gosh. 40 grand a week. Okay, these strikers are more than I think I bargained for. Why are we so poor? Why are we so skid? Why do you have to be so skid? Come on. This isn't fair. George Frankham wants to leave. Okay, that's nice. I mean, we could get some money out of him, sure, but I'm not in the mood for this right now, George. I can get a few $100 grand out of him, I guess. Feels he's underpaid. I offered you a contract, you moron. I can't stand it. I have so many players in the transfers that I just want to get rid of, but I have a lot that I need to bring in as well. That's for sure. But still, Frank, we get somebody out of him. And in terms of right midfielders, I mean, we have Lecco and Rose who can play that position. And Whelpdale. We'll be fine without you, Frank. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for my voice as well. I have a really bad case of the sniffles. I was telling you that. So, guys, we now have our preseason tournament final against Cas Eupen, and hopefully we'll get a result out of that one. We should, hopefully. I would imagine so. So, guys, skip ahead. Hopefully we get that nice bit of cash. We win on penalties. I like that. Isaac scores. Technically Cass's scores. Isaac equalises, and we win 5-4 on penalties. We've won the preseason tournament through simming it, and we haven't got any injuries. So, guys, suffice to say, our financial situation looks a lot better now. I think I'll just beef up the wage budget just a little bit there to bring it to 30 grand and 3 million transfer budget. We have 3 million to spend. That's a lot. I think a lot better now than what we had beforehand. Let's just put it that way. Now, here's a player we need to look for. Andre Dizelle. He was one of our key players last year. Gone back to Ipswich. I want to bring him back. And I have a midfielder in mind that I can swap him for. And that is, if you can find it, Suarez. Okay. I'm going to offer maybe 600,000 plus Suarez to begin with. And we'll see what... I'll bump it up to 7. And we'll see what Ipswich say to that. Another player we want to go for is Moses Odger, but he might be a bit more than we bargained for. But look at those stats. He could be our version of N'Golo Kante. He really could be. But, I don't know. I'll tell you. Interest shown by Real Madrid. Okay. I'll tell you, who wants to leave the club? Not Whelpdale. It's Frankham. Where is he? There he is. He's worth 500 grand. Moses is worth 1.9 million. So the logical conclusion would be to offer 1.4. But that doesn't leave us with a lot of cash, does it? Okay, this is going to be a bit tricky. But look at that wage though. Only 3 grand. Could we loan him? Could we do that? I think we could do that. I want to do that. I want anything to get Odger into the club. But if there's interest shown by Real Madrid, you know what? I'll go for the cheap option and I'll loan him for a year. 3 grand on the wages. Tiny, tiny wages. This kid is a gem. So, guys, Ipswich aren't interested in Suarez, but you know who they might be interested in? George Frankham. See how this works? We'll offer him in a swap deal. So the valuation offer would be Frankham plus 350,000. Oh, other clubs are in for him. That's a bad sign. But we'll go for it. Okay, so Salerno aren't looking out to loan out Moses Odger, so we're going to have to pay the cash if we want to get him. I think it would be worth it, just because we really need someone to steady up our midfield right now. But that 2 million, I'll tell you what, I wonder how much Dizelle is on. He's not on a lot either. So we could bring both of them in for relatively low wages. So we're just going to lower down this wages budget to make some more money for ourselves. That's a lot better. We have an extra, more or less, $5,000 now. I'm just going to make it so that we do actually have $5,000. There we go. So, yeah, with that in mind, we're going to go in for Moses Odger again. And we're going to try and pay some cash for him. And that 1.9 million, I'm going to have to go for it, guys. It's a lot of money. It'd be a bank-breaking transfer. But you got to do these sort of things in this business to get the players that you want. Okay, we've got 2 rejects. Okay, 1 million plus Frankham is not going to happen. How about 600,000 plus Frankham? Would that be more acceptable? I think it would be. We'll see what they say. Salerno want 3.1 million for Moses Odger. That's not going to happen. Who could we offer in a swap deal? That we're looking to get rid of. We're looking to get rid of this guy. So that's an extra grand or so. So if we put in maybe 2.2 million plus Suarez, that might be enough to tempt Salerno into letting us have Odger. Transfer for Suarez. We're going to stall. We're going to stall on that one. I like that. We got 2 accepted transfer offers for Salerno. Okay. 2.2 million plus Suarez. That's a lot of money. But, you know, we're going to need to do this at some point, and he's going to be a crucial first-team player. 70 overall, 20 years old. I like the cut of his jib. And our other centre midfielder to partner alongside him, Andre Dazelle, 4.050 grand. And honestly, that player salary growth, that's accounted for in this deal. So now that we're working out a deal for Suarez to swap deal for Odger, we're going to reject this offer from Shrewsbury. Youth Squad Monthly Report here now, lads. Keane Campbell, he's looking terrible. I'm not even going to lie. But you look who's 60? Callum Lee, that's who. Technically gifted 60 overall, 81 to 87 potential. We're going to offer you a contract, sir. Offer declined. Okay, Dazelle wants to know what role he'll have, so we can tell him that he's going to be a crucial first-team player, and hopefully he'll accept that contract. However, Odger, bloody Brentford, trying to sabotage this deal. We have to get this contract right. Top player at my current club, I don't feel this move suits me. That's code word for I want more money. So $4,000, 20% goal bonus, 4 years, crucial first-team player. I'm bringing the big guns to bring this big gun into the team. We've got a contract offer accepted, thankfully, and 2 technically if you count Callum Lee. Andre Dazelle wants to come in for on a £4,050 wage per week at 600,000 plus George Frankham. We've got him. We've got our man. We've got Andre Dazelle. That is what I like. Well, by the looks of things, our financial objectives are doing pretty well. But salary growth is 0%, so that's nice. But youth development, we have signed 2 players younger than 20 with potential greater than the average overall players currently in the same position. I think that's Callum Lee and Andre Dazelle. So we'll have a look at Callum Lee now. We've just brought in Andre Dazelle again. James Shea wants a wage increase. Okay, we'll negotiate that now. Take care of that now. Oh, and our manager rating is out of the red. I like to see that. So Shea. Ooh. Okay, 1.1 thousand isn't a lot, so we'll give him that. 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 We need him. So yeah, we'll look at Callum Lee now. We'll go to the squad report and have a look at how he looks. He could be a key player for us depending on how good he is. And there he is, showing great potential, 80 to 85 potential in other words. His stats, good agility and balance, decent pace, ball control, dribble link, free kick accuracy. He's quite good at the free kicks. We're going to be training those for sure. Short passing, oh that's good. Curve. He has 5-star skills. Yes, he is 5. He's a 5-star skiller, guys. 17 years old, 6 foot tall, calm, left-footed. He's got a 3-star weak foot, decent right foot in other words. He's got 5-star skills. He's the first 5-star skiller in our team. I am so happy right now. Callum Lee, welcome to the Dons. So now we're going to offer Moses Odger a new contract. He's I'm a top player in my current club. Don't feel this move suits me. Okay, 5. I think that's a maximum I'm prepared to offer. To be honest, I can't offer you any more than this. Okay, I'm gonna go straight. Offer him 6. Offer him 6. Offer him 6. That's double what he's on at Salerno. But I'm afraid, guys, you're going to have to wait till the next episode to see if he accepts that, because we've got our first championship game coming up now at home at Kingsmeadow against Cardiff City. And, well, we're going to play that in the next episode. I'm not sure how I'm going to divide out the games. I think because we're such an underdog in this championship race, we might just play every game other than simming 2 games per episode to speed it up like we did in League 1. Because League 1, we were fairly average for League 1 at the start of the series, and when we started bringing players in, it was even better than that. So I think what we're going to do then is we're going to play every game, or and we might sim the odd game, but we're not going to sim regularly. I'll put it that way. So Cardiff, first game, you'll see that in tomorrow's episode. Maybe later on today, depending on how quick we can get this sort of thing.